Welcome class to your second lesson on the French Revolution. Thank you everyone who completed the first lesson last week. For those of you who are still not sure on the estate system, we will be starting with some remember tasks, so don't panic. Please open and read the Knowledge Organiser. When you are happy with this, attempt the Knowledge Organiser quiz. Pause while you do this. Your next task is the remember task. Here you must choose which people are labelled in the diagram you see now. Here is some extra information on the different people who lived in France in the 18th century. Read this thoroughly before you attempt the first task. Press pause after reading this and complete the task. This is a completed version of the diagram in the Remember task. It shows how people were taxed in France during the Ancien regime. Underlined words are explained at the bottom of the text. Those in bold can be found in the Knowledge Organiser. Pause and read them if you are not sure what they mean. Taxation. France, under the Ancien regime, divided society into three estates. The first estate, clergy, the second estate, nobility, and the third estate, commoners. The king was not considered part of any estate. One critical difference between the estates of the realm was the burden of taxation. The nobility and the clergy were largely excluded from taxation, while the commoners paid disproportionately high taxes. In practice, this meant mostly the peasants, because many bourgeois obtained exemptions. The system was outrageously unjust in throwing a heavy tax burden on the poor and powerless. Burden, a weight which must be carried. Disproportionately, more than a fair share. Exemption, an excuse not to pay tax. Now complete the next four multiple choice questions. Stop when you get to the picture showing interpretation 1. Pause while you complete these questions. Interpretation 1 is a caricature showing the third estate carrying the first and second estates on its back. It refers to the burden of tax that the poorest people in France were forced to carry. Your next questions refer to this diagram. Do not answer the last question yet. Instructions for this are on the next slide. Pause the presentation while you complete these tasks. For this task, you will need to write in full sentences. Please read from the slide. Now open the task, What is a Revolution? This is a painting of Louis XVI shortly after his coronation in 1774. The questions you see on the slide are in the quiz. Pause while you complete them now. Revolution, a sudden and forcible overthrow of a government or social order by the citizens of a country in favour of a new system. Typically, this is due to perceived oppression and/or incompetence. Oppression means cruel and unfair treatment of a population by its rulers. Incompetence, the inability to complete the task due to lack of skill or experience. Although each revolution is different, they tend to have 6 factors in common. Each factor is a significant problem which must be addressed by the government, but these issues of oppression and incompetence are common, and most of the time they can be resolved. Where the situation gets serious is when all 6 factors occur at the same time. Today we will look at examples of several revolutions and compare their causes. The English Civil War, 1642 to 51, the Haitian Revolution, 1791 to 1804, and the Russian Revolution, 1917 to 1924. In the next 3 lessons, we will look in depth at how these factors resulted in revolution in France in 1789. This slide shows how each of the 3 revolutions were caused. Pause the presentation while you read the text. This text also appears in the task. Now you've read the text thoroughly, attempt the multiple choice questions in the task. Each question has an extension task which needs to be answered in full sentences. Pause while you do this. Now open the final task, exam questions. For the first question, you need to describe two features of the social structure of 18th century France. By this, I mean the estate system. You can edit this document, so type your answer below the instructions. Pause while you answer this 4-mark PEE question. Now complete the second question in the same way. Use the information you read from the table earlier. You only need to write about 2 of the causes of revolutions. Good luck with these tasks. As ever, if you have any problems, please feel free to get in touch with me. Take care and stay safe.